Hey guys, Hunter here, and today we're going to be doing my top 10 animatronics of all time, which include animatronics from Halloween City and other places, not just from Spirit, which I will give a heads up that the only animatronics from in this video are from Halloween City and Spirit Halloween. Home Depot has some really cool animatronics, don't get me wrong with that, but they're just not my favorite animatronics of all time. Um, so starting off with my 10th favorite animatronic of all time would be the creepy towering clown. So the creepy towering clown was in the Spirit Hollow in 2017 and was sold for $200. He's 7 foot tall and was up in the front theme. Uh, Really cool. The first time I saw him was in 2017 and that was also my very first time ever going into a Spirit because Spirit didn't open in my town, I guess you could say, or city, uh, until 2017, and he was my favorite animatronic of all time. But he's not my favorite animatronic of all time anymore. As you can tell just by this video, he's my 10th favorite. So I'm just going to be saying like what year they're from and how much they were and what theme they were in for all the animatronics. But let's get into the video on him.
One of you, and a head, and a foot, though any part will do.
So my ninth favorite animatronic of all time, if you couldn't tell, if you've been going to Spirit Halloween since 2018 or even before that, you can tell just what this video is. It is the Pumpkin Patch Prowler. It's my ninth favorite animatronic of all time. So 2018 was the second year Spirit Halloween opened in my city. Pumpkin Patch Prowler was in the 2018 Spirit Acres Farm. And was sold for about $229, $239, $259. I don't know how much they were because there were some very odd prices that year. They're not like the prices now, or last year too. So he was about 6 feet tall, almost. I believe he was like 5'10" or 5'9". I don't know how tall. He's probably as tall as Henry Hustle, and I'm pretty much as tall as Henry Hustle, close enough. But this guy was one of my favorites. Well, he was my favorite in 2018. And Towering Clown was my second favorite. And I wanted this guy so bad. I almost bought him, but they were like, we just had to hurry up and get out of here because we had to go somewhere. But I almost got him. And then he was also sold online in 2019 for $200. I know that. That's the only reason I know that. I believe he was $239.99. But let's get into the video on the Pumpkin Patch Prowler. So my eighth favorite animatronic of all time, if you can't see the face right there pretty much in the middle of the screen, is Strawman from 2022 this year. He's 6'6". I did an in-store demo on him because he's set up where Mr. Punchy was. I'm actually going to Spirit Halloween today, but the video of the store tour will be posted before this, and I'll be posting this probably tomorrow or some other day. I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but I'm going to Spirit Halloween today. But the store tour that I'm going to try and do will more than likely be posted before this. Maybe after this, I don't know. I said the same thing with a video that I made like 3 days ago, but I just couldn't get this video in. But Strawman is my eighth favorite animatronic of all time. He's $209.99. He's 6'6" and is an online only prop, or really an in-store, like just to take spaces, whatever that are empty. But he's really cool. I saw him. He's awesome. He's got servo motors like Grim, which we'll see here in a little bit. Really awesome, and a surprise that I have at the end of the video to say. But he's definitely one of my favorites here. I can't really say he's in the Spirit Halloween laboratory because he's not really in the theme. But I mean, he's in some stores like set up. So I'm gonna say he kind of is in the theme and kind of not. But let's get into the video on Strawman for my eighth favorite prop or animatronic of all time.
You never know what is lurking in the shadows or right behind you.
So my seventh favorite animatronic of all time, hold on, is, if you couldn't tell by the scythe, is Baphomet, also known as Barphomet from that guy on YouTube. I love this guy. He's really cool. He's 7'6". He's huge. I never got to see him in person, but last year when I went and they had a whole bunch of stock, they had him. They had four of them, and then they sold one the next day. But to be honest, I think I might end up getting this guy soon, maybe middle of next year, maybe before. I don't know, but I do really want to get this guy. I don't know if I will or not, but he's really cool. Last year I said he wasn't really worth it for me, and I believe I put him at like a 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 on the reviews, but that's definitely changed, and he's a 10 out of 10 for me. He's awesome. I love him. He's such a cool prop. He's definitely one of the, like, obviously he's my top 10. So let's get into the video on him. Oh, actually, no, can't yet. He was in the Spirit Halloween Factory for 2021 and was $300. Um, so now we can get into the video on him.
Look at the precious little human coming my way.
So my sixth favorite animatronic of all time, if you couldn't tell just by looking right at the screen, is Mr. Dark. This guy is awesome. So he was sold in 2021 for $250 or $249.99. He's at 4 feet and then goes up to 8 foot 8 feet. He's huge, and then he's being sold this year in the Spirit Halloween, the Spirit Laboratory, or Lab, I think is what it's called, what the back theme is called. But let's get in this year. He's being sold for $279.99. So I honestly thought I would get him, but I don't think I will. But he's definitely a really, really cool prop, and I would definitely recommend him, just like I would recommend Henry, Hustle, Grimm, and Shorty. Those three I definitely recommend if, like, for an animatronic. They're really cool, and I have a surprise about one of them at the end of the video. But let's get into the video on Mr. Dark. So now we're in our top 5 with my 5th favorite animatronic of all time is the Circus Popcorn Machine from Halloween City, also known as the Popcorn Clown. I love this thing. This thing is like 5'8", maybe even 6 feet tall. It's really professional. I'm really impressed with this prop. It's my favorite animatronic from Halloween City or Party City of all time. I love it. It's so cool looking. For my theme this year, it would go perfect with, but I just think I want to get something, a different person, which one of those three that I said earlier, Henry, Hustle, Grimm, or Shorty, I'd prefer get, which you guys obviously know now that it's Grimm, that I really want to get Grimm, which I have a surprise about that at the end of the video, instead of this guy, but I do think I will get this guy maybe around Christmas time. I don't know. This guy's really cool. He's $220 at Halloween City or Party City. In the Kilgore Theater theme for this year at Halloween City. I haven't seen Halloween City this year yet, because mine is gone for this year. I don't know why. It leaves like every other year, and then it'll come back. But let's get into the video on my 5th favorite animatronic of all time, the Circus Popcorn Machine, also known as the Popcorn Clown. Now, before we go to the next prop, which would be my 4th favorite animatronic of all time, I do want to say that right here, his mouth does actually open up while he's laughing, that laughing sound. It does actually still move. I don't know what went wrong with this video, but or the animatronic in the video, but it does actually move. So if people think that it doesn't move, it does move. Just saying that. But let's get to my fourth favorite animatronic of all time. So if you couldn't already tell, my fourth favorite animatronic of all time is Henry Hustle. This guy was sold in 2021 in the Spirit Halloween factory for $229.99. And also, if you couldn't tell, I own him, which I do want to say that they did mess that up on the box. Because I'm looking at Henry Hustle right behind me right now, and on the box of him, if you look at his shoes, it goes red on the left side. It goes red, black, red, but on the box it goes black shoe, and then the black half of his pants, and then it goes to that shirt. So I guess they did mess that up on the box. Um, I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Whichever way you put it, I don't think it matters. But I own this guy. I will get a demo of him in October sometime. But this is my fourth favorite animatronic of all time. So let's get into the video on Henry Hustle.
Remember this car. It'll be the last thing you'll ever see.
So my third favorite animatronic of all time is Spirit Halloween's Grimm. Now I do have a surprise about him at the end of the video. He was sold in 2021 in the Spirit Halloween factory for $279.99 in the front theme. And this year he's in the Spirit Halloween laboratory for $299.99. But if you use the 25% off coupon, you can get him for $225. So this guy is really cool, obviously. I mean, he's my third favorite animatronic of all time. I love him. I hope to get him. I have a surprise about him once again. So you know what? Let's get into his video already, because we all know that I love Grimm.
You look like death warmed over, my friend. This is good.
So my second favorite animatronic of all time is Mr. Howell. If you couldn't tell right now, the screen was black. This video is really short for him. He was sold in 2021, and that's it, for $299.99. He's 7 feet tall, so actually probably about 7.5 feet tall with the head on. He's my second favorite animatronic of all time. He was sold in the Spirit Halloween factory. I'm pretty sure I might have already said that. But let's get into the video on Mr. Howell. So my number one favorite animatronic of all time, if you couldn't tell, is Shorty, which I own. Just did the unboxing of him about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yes, he's actually out here back behind Henry Hustle, behind this table, the ping pong table or whatever, because they're out in the garage going to get ready for our theme for our Halloween setup this year. We got them out here now. He's behind the ping pong table, which is behind Henry Hustle. So we all know he's my favorite. He was sold in the Spirit Halloween factory in 2021 for $219.99. And this year he's being sold in the Spirit Halloween, the Spirit Laboratory for $229.99. He's 5.5 feet tall. So let's just get into the video on him. And then we'll get to my surprise. So here's my surprise about Grimm. That I said earlier in this video that today I'm going to Spirit Halloween. I believe I said it in this video. That later today I'm going to Spirit Halloween, and today I may be picking up Grimm from my local Spirit Halloween. If they have a new one in stock that doesn't have a hole in the box, I may be getting him today, because I love Grimm and I've got the money for him right now, and it'll be my first time going to my local Spirit in 2 weeks in a day. So hopefully they have some new stuff in. Maybe have Mr. Punchy. Can't wait for it. But if I do get him, you will see the demo maybe later today in the unboxing, probably maybe tomorrow. But like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.